I think I'm live. Well, it says I'm live. All right. Okay. Any moment, Kelly is going to join me, and I'm going to be holding this phone. Kelly, are you watching? Maybe not. Okay, so pretty soon, Kelly's going to join me. Hi. And I see some people are coming on, and that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, am I still live? There's no way this is still going. Is that possible? I think so. Okay, so hi. Did you see me on that phone call? Here's what the deal is. I'm bringing somebody on with me, and it's my friend Kelly, and we're going to talk to you today for a moment. But hi, everybody. Hi, Lana. Hi, Matthew, Timothy. In one moment, here comes Kelly, and then I'm going to add her to this, and we're going to start a little show. We always do this show, and it's a dream show. And she's Dr. Dream. I don't know if you've ever read any of her books, Kelly Sullivan Walden. She's got 9 books, at least 9, and she's working on more. And they're all about dreams. And if you ever have a good dream, you want to tell us about it. Even a bad dream, tell us about it. And she makes all dreams good. So as soon as I see that Kelly is watching, I will add her to it. Let's see if I can do it that way. Not there. Okay, not yet. Hold tight with me. I didn't want to hold this, but it turns out that you can't have your phone sideways when you're doing live. So this, look, see this? This was a nice little tripod I was going to use and not hurt myself, and I can't do it. So I'm going to slide, and let's see if I see Kelly. When I see Kelly, I'm going to add her. We could go for it. How's everybody doing out there? If you're out there and you want to say hi, or you have a dream that you want her to interpret, she's really good. So you can send it and write it in the comments. Let's see, who have we got? We don't have her here yet. I'm looking for Kelly. So sorry. Is it beautiful out today? I don't know anybody, if you live in Ohio or if you don't, but right now it's beautiful in Ohio. And so I'm outside. Is that wind noise making it loud? I'm not sure. I hope not. But I'm looking. All right, she's not here yet. So how's everybody doing? What else am I going to say? No, there's more things to say, but okay, I've been using this eye cream lately, and it makes my eyes water. Do you think that's a sign? You think that's a sign I shouldn't be using it? Probably. All right, I'm waiting to see my friend. Not the Kelly Sullivan Walden. Love her. Oh, Keith Anthony Blanchard. I love her too. Thanks, Nancy. She says I look amazing. You can't see that my eye's watering nonstop, Nancy, really? Because it just won't stop. It's kind of crazy. There we go. Bring her on camera. So can't bring her on. Why can't I bring you on? Kelly, it says I can't bring you on. Is your phone sideways? Put it upright. So we're going to put her upright, and if she goes upright, then maybe I can add her. And then you will see Kelly Sullivan Walden, and she can interpret dreams. Do any of you have a dream you want interpreted? I have crazy dreams all the time. Like, I mean, lately, so many dreams that I'm ready to, it says I can't bring you on because I think that because your phone is sideways. Kel, can you hear me? Turn it upright, because it's the only way I can do it. It will allow me to bring other people on, but it won't let me bring you. And there she is, he said. Do you see her? I want to bring her on camera. It won't let me. Keith, can you bring her on? Oh my gosh, she's not going to believe that this works. But I just did this with my sister the other day, and I was able to get her anyway. Hi, everybody. We're doing a remote. I'm outside. How beautiful and green is that? Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So she says she's right side up. And I'm going to scroll and I'm going to hit you. And why does it say I can't bring you on? You know why? It's other people are marked as live viewers. You need to be a live viewer. So approve here. Did I do it? I'm adding you. I think I'm adding you. Oh my God, I'm exhausted.
Oh my God.
Show now.
I just terrified my dogs with all my screeching.
I'm sorry. There was
Keith
a little
Anthony
thing.
Blanchard, yay.
So do you know Keith? You must know Keith.
I do.
Okay, how do we know him?
I do. I think Keith I think Keith, you have a radio show, I believe.
Does he?
Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah,
that
he's
is
got a
nice of
really
him to be
cool.
watching all this nonsense.
I know. But I can't use my little thingy bopper.
No, I know. Now we can't, and we got to hold
Now
the
we can't
phones,
use.
and
Why?
we're gonna be exhausted.
Why? I know, that's okay.
Oh, well,
Okay, I'm
let's
so
tell them
excited.
about the show. The show
Okay, what do we do?
called
Oh,
it's called
yes, what are
Dreamed
we called?
Unzip. It's called Dreamed Unzip with
No,
Unzipped
Dreams
with
Unzipped.
Dreams
Take
the
35.
Unzipped. It's called Dreams Unzipped
We're gonna
with
unzip
Dr.
ourselves.
Dream, Dr. Dream and Nancy T. And then
I'm into nighttime dreams,
and I'm into having a dreamy life.
but we both want it all
For us and you too.
for
That was
everybody.
horrible.
Do you poop out of parties?
For all, yeah. Okay, so here we are, live viewers. Love to see you here. We're gonna launch into this.
Center of Light Radio. Yes, Keith Anthony Blatchard. Sorry, Center of Light
Okay.
Radio. He's amazing, and he's got a book coming out too.
Oh,
He's a beautiful, beautiful soul. And hello, Jennifer Torquato. Okay, so
you know
wait,
who
before
that
we
is?
get into dreams, I do. I do. Hello, Jennifer. She's your
She's
sister.
she's my sister. Okay, so
Okay,
before
I
we
want
get
to bring
into
up
it,
something on the dreamy side of things, on the
yeah,
waking life dream side of things, and then it ties into the other side of dreams as well, both. But okay, so the royal wedding just happened,
yeah.
and I honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I swear, I would have thought you would have been on the whole thing, and I'm just surprised that I got to watch it. I had somebody tape it for me, so I got to watch it
Okay,
after the fact.
see what I'm
So I
saying?
wasn't watching it live, that's for sure. But here's
I
what,
checked
okay,
out the
this is
outfit.
what
I
I
know
thought.
everything she wore. I know everything
Yeah,
she
yeah,
wore.
yeah.
I mean, that part I
Did
was
you
kind of
think, did you like her dress? How about that?
I did. It was very
If we're going to
simple. But
get,
have you seen the three pictures? The picture of Princess Di, and then you've got Kate Middleton in the middle, and then you've got Megan, and they have the three, and they say which one do you like best? And I still like Kate's the best. You'll
really?
see that. Yeah,
Okay, I'll see.
it just was
But
all
what, okay,
tailored and
but
beautiful.
here's what I so loved. Okay, so there
Go
was,
on.
first of all, there's the ministers or the priests or the whatever you call them, and they come up there and they begin the wedding. Oh God, you are so big and you are so, kind of very Monty Python, you know, the whole Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I mean Spirit. Oh, and
Right.
it's all very, like,
Very
they're
proper.
reading, I mean, God bless them because they're very proper, and I have nothing against them. But I
Yeah.
was nodding off, like seriously nodding off. I'm like, are you serious? You're going to really do a boring wedding for this big thing that millions of people are watching? Come on, people. Where's the spirit? And then after like the second or third boring minister that's reading out of the text that they've been doing ceremonies from for like 50 years, haven't they memorized it by now? But no, they're
No.
reading it. Oh,
No.
henceforth and furthermore. And my dog is barking. But then all of a sudden, this minister from Chicago steps up on the scene, and he is on fire. Is he reading out of a book? No, no, no. He has just got the spirit. And it's like he knows that he's got the stage. This is like his moment of glory. And he's talking about love. He's like, this is not just a story about two young people that fell in love and that followed their hearts and find themselves here. This is about love, and this is about, can you love another? Can you? And I mean, it was like he just preached and preached and preached about love. And then they
Aw.
pan, the camera goes, and you see the people in the church so uncomfortable. Like, what is he doing? He's ruining everything. He's actually speaking from his heart. He's not reading from he's totally breaking with
He
tradition.
was ad-libbing.
He
He was
was
ad-libbing.
speaking.
I love ad-libbing. You know I
Yeah,
do.
I
You
know
know I
you, but
do.
it was so, I mean, so I think it's a little controversial. Like the few conversations I've had, Dana was like, he was just a total showboat. Like he just went rogue. I
Well,
mean, what?
it says in our comments, Tyler Grace says Bishop Michael Curry rocked the house, and my sister said he blew them away.
Yes.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Did he go
they
rogue?
agree.
I think he did go a little rogue. Did he go
Rogue
a
is the
little wild?
best.
Did he go a
Hi, Dana
little on
Walden.
too far? Dana Walden, what do you think? Michael Curry has known my family for 30 years. He was the
That's
Bishop of
Tyler.
North Carolina. He's the best preacher. Okay, that
He's the best
is
preacher
so cool.
he's ever seen. Oh, well, see, so they got the best, right? They
They
got the
got the
best.
best.
He
I
got
mean,
the
I thought
dress.
Reverend
They
Michael
got the best.
Beckwith, he would, yes. And
Yes.
I thought
Oh,
it was
Reverend
like,
Michael
what is
Beckwith.
it? But it's like how the Academy Awards, a lot of celebrities that win an award will go up there and they won't talk about their acting role. They'll talk about whatever their political agenda is, which I
Right,
think
their
is
agenda.
awesome because while you've got all eyeballs on you, why not express something that really matters? And I
Yeah.
think this minister, what is his name again, Tyler Grace? His name is Michael Curry. Michael Curry, I think he
Yeah.
used the
And he's
space,
in
he used that platform in the best way possible.
Tyler says that he's always off the cuff, and Jennifer said that her sister-in-law reported to him back at some point in their lives. How crazy is
Ooh,
that? But Dana thinks his ego went over the top.
right. And you
Love
know what?
Dana. Dana
But
bringing in
if it
that contrast.
bringing it in. But you know what? Everyone has an ego. And then let's
Hmm.
say it was a little bit of his ego saying, you know what? I'm going to have the stage. I'm going to use it. And I think it's the right use of ego. You
Yeah.
know what?
Oh, yeah. And he loves it. Dana loved it. Everybody loved it. And apparently, when she was my sister's sister-in-law, whoever was doing this, that was in North Carolina. So I mean, whatever they did, whoever they got going, it might have been boring, but that man changed things, and I like him for it. Going rogue is my specialty.
Okay, going. It is. Okay, but let's talk about the symbolism of marriage. Oh gosh, I wish I
Oh,
would.
of
I
marriage.
didn't bring it.
Well,
I didn't
there's the
bring it.
ring. Oh, I don't have a ring on, but that's my favorite
Oh,
symbolism.
not yet. But you will. You will
Oh no, I'm
again.
not sad. I just mean I'm not wearing any rings today.
Oh, I forgot to wear mine. I'm gonna go
There
put
was
mine
no
on right
sadness
now.
there.
Okay,
Oh, although,
here we go.
okay. Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
put
put
yours
this
on.
one on.
And by the way, I'm not crying, everybody. I just used some lotion that I think I got too close to my eyeballs. So the
Nancy,
tally, the tally is no soap in the eyes, no toothpaste in the eyes, and no lotion so far. I'm
no
finding
lotion.
out
But you know what?
all
I
things
am
that
my
cannot
eye.
go.
Look at if you can see my eye. It's totally watering because it's allergies. I'm like, oh,
So we
I
both,
knocked
but
over
I'm
my
not
tripod.
allergic to anything. It's just that
I am. I am
I think I got the
allergic.
lotion. I went meh, meh.
Here's
Just trying to
lotion in your eye.
moisturize people.
Can you blame a girl for moisturizing? Okay, so one of the dreams that was sent to me for
Oh
First for
yeah.
Women, it just came out now, and I don't have the magazine yet, but
You know
it's in
what,
there, and
Kel?
it's
Real quick, I
what?
want to tell you,
Yes,
I
go,
tried
go.
to buy that magazine. I was looking for it. I went to the drugstore
It's
and I
there. You
I'm
have to
not in
ask them.
Ohio. Go
No, it
ahead.
is in Ohio. I've been to. It's in Detroit. It's if it's in Detroit,
Well, if it's in Detroit, it's in Cleveland. Yeah, you're
it's
right.
everywhere. You just have to, and it's called First. It's you're not going to see the first four women. You're just going to see First. People think of it as the magazine is called First, but it's there. I promise you. You just have to look a
Okay.
little. You have to
Okay.
look. It's got Joan London on the cover, and it's all yellow.
All right. Well, I'm going to look again because I wanted to have it. I was going to surprise you, and then it'd be like, bam, I
Oh
got your
man.
yeah.
You go back again and surprise. I'll pretend like you
Um,
didn't say any of this.
well, you'll forget,
Oh,
or
look,
I'll forget.
there's a bird.
Yeah,
See me about
that's
the eye
Jen.
cream later.
My sister. You know why she's saying that? Because you're talking, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what about blah, blah, blah. She's saying that I was being a little ADD with it, because I think what she's implying. She's right.
But speaking of bird, I'm going to join you in the ADD. We're wearing our feathers today. These are from Colombia. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. Yours are
Yeah.
from Columbia? Let me
Well,
see.
this little baby one is from Colombia.
Here. Oh,
And
we
this
got
one's
these
from my
together.
friend Allie Lyon, who just got married. Hi, Allie.
Oh,
You know
Allie
Allie? Okay.
Lyon.
Peanut butter, go. Okay. Anyway, all right.
Peanut butter.
Symbolism.
That's good for getting gum out of your hair. Bam.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
You were
because of the
saying.
royal wedding and because of wedding season coming up, I think there are a lot of wedding dreams that are happening.
Yeah.
And yes, they can be about literal weddings that people will be attending and all of that jazz. But I like to think because I've had many wedding dreams that had nothing to do with wedding season or royal weddings at all. And my philosophy is that it's about the divine connection with the feminine and the masculine aspects of yourself coming into balance. So if the dream is a happy one, I've had some scary wedding massacre dreams that were not happy dreams, but I've had many happy ones too.
Oh,
If
good.
it's a
But
joyous one, oh good, you're relieved. Phew.
well,
But
not all
it usually
massacres,
means
right?
it's kind of not all massacres are bad. No, the wedding dreams that I've had that are good, it's like it's realizes that it's kind of like a reward for being in balance. And if it goes rogue, then you're maybe out of balance. So this one dream that's in the new First for Women is about this woman who is walking her mom and dad down the aisle, and they both are passed away on
Oh,
the other side.
oh,
Hmm.
wow.
So what's a
Wow.
girl gonna do about that? Um, and
Kel,
my
what did
thought
you
is,
say to her? If it
oh
were
my God.
your
Well, I
dream,
say
what did
one,
you say?
I get a little repetitive, I must say, because some of the things just bear repeating. I think anytime you dream about people you love on the other side that have passed away and they show up, there's a message for you in that it's
For
some
sure.
way that they're telling you that they're with you, that they're connected with you. And you got to look at some of the symbolism. Sometimes they don't spell it out, they don't write it on the wall, or they don't get an airplane to write it in the sky. You just have to, it's more about the energy and the feeling. And her
Right.
dream was a very yummy dream. It was, even though it was like she was giving away her parents, so in some way it was like she had graduated to kind of the parental figure, like a full circle of life in some way. So
Oh,
I think it's both that they came back to connect with her, maybe, and to help her in her relationship, perhaps, but also her giving them away, maybe stepping up and not being so attached to the form of them, and letting them go and being with them in a different way, in a higher way. And I think the
oh,
last thing I want to say on that, and before I turn it over to you, is I said this the other day to Dana about his mom who just recently passed away, like a couple months ago. And I was feeling like I often go to my backyard to my little angel where Glenna, we have a little Glenna angel on our mural, and I feel like that's the place where I connect with her. And I told Dana, I think if we ever feel like we miss somebody on the other side, the the ball is in our court. I think they are available for the connection, but we have to
ooh.
like get there. We have to go through the molasses of our consciousness, or our like, oh, but why aren't they here? And I miss them. And it's like that energy of heaviness isn't necessarily where they're hanging out. I think we have to like find them, and then they're there. And it's like, oh, you've been here all along. And then it's not in a sad place. Okay, that's my personal philosophy. Nancy, what do you have to say about all that jazz?
Well, I know for a fact that Dana Walden had a dream of getting married on the hillside in Topanga, and it came true.
Oh,
That's
Dana, that's so romantical. We
what I was
did.
told.
It was a beautiful wedding. I wish you had been there. Why weren't you
Oh, well,
there?
I didn't know you, or I would have.
Do
You
a
know what? I might have
do-over.
been involved somehow.
You would have definitely walked me down the aisle for sure. Oh,
Now,
that's so
listen.
sweet, Dana.
So okay, now listen to this. My sister writes
Oh,
about a dream, and she said she's had two dreams of our dad taking a nap on the couch, and she wants to know what that means. And let me just tell you, just a little preface. My dad took naps on the couch all the time. I loved
oh,
it. I personally loved it, and I think I've taken after him in that way. I'm always napping on the couch. So he would eat a meal and then he'd take a nap on the couch. It was cute, and he'd fall asleep
oh,
there. And so she's had a couple dreams of him doing that. I think those are
oh.
awesome dreams. But what do you say about that, Kel?
I think if it were my dream, I would think just the presence of him in a relaxed, comfortable state, in a state that is familiar to me and gives me comfort. It's like the whole
Mm-hmm.
thing is about comfort. The whole thing is about ease.
Yeah.
The whole thing is about reclining. Like there's nothing stressful about this dream. It makes me feel really easy and comfortable with it. And it makes me feel like
Mm-hmm.
I think when we do have a dream about a beloved, I think like Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, the one who wrote the book on death and dying, after
Mm-hmm.
going through
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of dreams, her belief is that there is a communication that they are sending to us when they show up in our dreams. And now it could be our memory of them
Yeah.
that's triggering the dream. That's true. But what if he was sending a message, and maybe the message would be chill out, relax, take some time,
Huh?
lean back. I've got a workshop I'm leading on the East Coast coming up. I'm just going to shamelessly plug lean back. It's like there's so many, myself
Lean
included, so
back.
many women
Lean back.
were just like, we're driven, we're going, we're going, we're going. And there's not a lot of leaning back. So I would read between the lines if it were my dream and say, oh, okay, a little nappiness is next to godliness.
I'll tell you what, I should be a speaker at that workshop. I'm the best at leaning back.
You are, you should
I
be.
really,
You
honest
totally,
to God,
Nancy,
I
we will
should
have
come and
you.
tell them how
You
to
know what?
chill. You should.
You know what? I think Wendy Kaplan and I are going to have to feature you on one of our little check-ins
Swear to
about
God.
this. People
You
can go
should.
to leanbackbook.com and just
Yeah.
find out about this if they're interested. But I think, okay, so stay
Okay,
tuned.
so
We're going to have you join us for sure.
all right. Well, so continuing on with that, my sister did say that in one of the dreams he actually woke up, and the other one he stayed asleep. So, how
Ah,
exciting! I want to know did he say anything when he was awake? That I love to hear what they have to say if they say anything.
right.
You
Right.
know.
Oh, that's always like
So we'll see what
super
she
important.
writes. If she writes anything. There's another one that chimed in here. Nancy, her name is. She's a friend of
Another
mine, went to
Nancy?
college. Yeah, she went to college and she said she had a dream last night that a childhood friend was trying to kill her while everyone else was trying to help her get away from her. What on earth? She sounds
Oh,
like my
okay.
daughter. Cassie always says that. What on earth?
Oh, what on earth? Okay, so a childhood friend was trying to kill you, Other Nancy, and
Yeah.
everyone was trying to help.
Everybody else was trying to help her get away.
Okay, so
That's kind of
here's
nice.
so I'm going to just do a general, this is my thought in general about this kind of a dream, and then we'll dial into some of the specifics. So anytime there's a chasing or a trying to get rid of something, it usually, from my perspective, if it were my dream, is I'm trying to outrun something. So in this case, I would say, and I'm picturing a childhood person that I knew that might want to kill me, and I'm imagining her. I'm kind of like simplifying it and calling her like an inner critic, somebody that wasn't my fan, somebody that I felt was hostile toward me, and really she represents in some way my own inner critic, the
Yeah.
part of me that doesn't want me around, that would rather see a certain part of me go. So I always think that every dream is a positive dream, even if it's terrifying, and this dream seems like it was terrifying. So there's the allies, and then there's the enemy, and then there's the chasing. So I feel like no matter how you look at this dream, there's transformation going on. There's some part, if everyone in the dream is you, Nancy,
Other Nancy.
other Nancy, then everyone's in the dream is you, and there's an opportunity, again, if it were my dream, to let go of something, or to embrace the chaser. Now that sounds strange. Like if I was going to embrace this critic, what would that mean? It would be like recognizing that it's my own criticism, it's my own meanness to myself, my own part of me that doesn't like an aspect of me, or it may be that there is a part of me that's time to go. Maybe there's some part of my ego, or some part of, like, what was it that this person, like if I was going to work with you, Other Nancy, I would say, if if you could get inside of the woman that was chasing you, and you could ask her, what is it about Nancy that you don't like? What is it that you are repelled by, or that you think needs to go? Like, give it a name, give it a quality. Is it her? Does she
She's
think she's all that? What is it? Does she say, is she responding? This
She
was a
did
good
say she
friend.
did say it was a good friend. Yeah.
Oh, oh.
See
Well,
what I'm saying?
but still, I'd wonder why. I mean, because we can be like a spokesperson on behalf of everybody in our dream. So I would step
Hmm.
inside and I would say, okay, why is this person wanting to kill Kelly? And even if it was a good friend, I would say, well,
Hmm.
maybe she needs to. It's because in dreams, death doesn't mean the same thing as it does in our waking
No,
life. Death is
means
usually about,
change. Yeah.
yes, exactly, change, and then giving some
Transformation.
birth to something.
Hmm.
Exactly. So if it's a good friend, sometimes it's like the best friends will tell you the things that nobody will tell you when you got broccoli in your teeth, and you
Oh,
want to shoot the
yeah.
messenger, but they're your best friend and you count on them to say the things that nobody
Mm,
else will say. So maybe
yeah.
this good friend is she's like trying to get you to change in a way that everyone else is saying, no, 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 you're fine. You're fabulous. You're perfect. You're fine.
She
So
said it makes sense and she's going through huge changes. So bam, you got it right.
okay, Nancy, what else? What else,
Wait,
Nancy
there's
T?
more. I want to go back because
Okay.
see, I'm if nothing else, I'm going to make you answer all these questions these people are asking. So Jennifer, remember when we were talking about Jennifer and my
Yes,
dad when he
daddy on the
was
couch.
when he was awake, she asked him what heaven was like, and he started talking. She, this is great. He started talking in a language she couldn't understand, and then said, "Oh, Jennifer, there are no words to describe the beauty of heaven."
Okay, Jennifer, that's just showing off. That is an
You're welcome, Nancy. And and
Jennifer, look, see my mouth? I'm agape. I'm like in
and
awe.
that hardly ever happens.
It's a beautiful dream. So
That's
just as
so
I was
good.
saying to this Nancy T, um, it's like
She says, "Oh my!" I think she's referring to your gape, your
the
agapeness, agapity,
and agape means unconditional love, agape,
agape.
love. Oh, okay.
Oh, this
I
is
bet
great.
you if it were my dream, I would try to meditate on the words that he was saying or the way that he was saying them, because I feel like they're like a code to be able to raise to the vibration of heaven while we're here. I think that's the whole goal. Like heaven on earth is what it's all about. And it's a matter of where we put ourselves in consciousness, what we think about. And I feel like your dad gave you a special gift of something that you could percolate on that could elevate you no matter what's going on in your life. If there's a challenge, if there's a hiccup of some kind, you could kind of get into that place that transcends all of that. And it is beyond language. I mean, there's all kinds of mystical books about these other languages, these mystical words that you can say in such a sequence that it does in saying these things, they elevate you. And I bet you, even if you don't remember the exact way that the words went, just the feeling that you got when you were with him, or because everyone in your dream is also you, there's the dad aspect of you that knows what he's talking about. I mean, this is getting like definitely quantum physics ish,
Yeah,
but
she said it
you're
was.
all of it.
She said it was like he was speaking in tongues. So it's exactly what you're talking about how it's almost like another language that comes through and brings
Mm.
that higher blessing. And so, wow, she says she has chills and she couldn't agree more. Kel, you did it. High five.
Oh, high five.
Uh, uh.
Oh my God. Well, this is like when I said you're showing off in some way. I mean, like
Yeah,
often
that's
in
pretty
any kind
darn
of,
good. You're gonna have a dream.
but
She did it right.
yes,
She
she
did it
did it
right.
right. But I mean, for anybody who's watching now or later or whatever, if you've got dream envy, like I lost a loved one
You
and I haven't had that dream. But here's the thing, a shared dream becomes everybody's dream. So you can
yeah.
borrow
Oh.
Jennifer's dream. If it's okay with you, Jennifer, we have to give you a quarter every time we think about it. Intellectual property. You could get rich on this. But I'm joking here. But we could like borrow that same sensation, that same energy. It's a gift that you've just given everybody. It's not just for you, although it is very personal for you and Nancy T, but
Yeah.
we can all I mean, I'm feeling like drunk right now in the best way possible thanks to that dream.
She
So
said, heck, $5.
heck, $5.
You know what?
You know what, let's just,
Enough of you
it's
trying to
priceless.
monetize yourself over here. We
You
don't even
know
have
what, why not?
sponsorship yet, and she's trying to monetize herself.
Exactly. Sponsored by Jennifer's dad dream.
Oh my God.
Nancy and I get a
Oh,
cut on this. Oh my God.
see, we were getting down and dreamy. That's what we were doing.
That was
With
called the
that
getting
was the
down and
getting down
dreamy
and dreamy.
segment of our show. Okay, so Nancy,
Okay,
let's like switch gears for a
we're
moment
gonna switch
and
gears.
talk. We're gonna go. This is gonna be getting down to the nitty gritty of, I don't know what we're gonna call this
In the
little segment
city.
where we talk about
Okay.
relationships. Getting down in the nitty gritty in the city about
There you go.
relationship stuff. So there was a woman there was a few women I was talking with a couple days ago,
Mhm.
and one of them was saying that they found that the key to happiness in her marriage is in moments of conflict to see the innocence in her husband. And this other woman said, what do you mean by that? How do
Mm.
you see the innocence in a grown man, in a grown person? Like, how do you do that? She's very literal. So this kind of cracked open this whole conversation, all these women talking about
Yeah.
how they would do it or what they've done in the past. So my question to you, Nancy, is what does that mean to see the innocence in a beloved or in maybe in anybody that maybe is acting a fool, but knowing that they're more than that?
Wow. Oh, that's a good one. Well, I mean, for me, if I were, if somebody were suggesting that I do that, I think that I actually like to do that. I like to look at, say, I have a partner and we're in a relationship, and kind of seeing that little boy inside him, that younger self, and
Mm-hmm.
there is an innocence to certain wants, certain things that they want. So maybe it came from when they were young. Their dad used to play ball with them all the time, and so if they always want you to be active and play with them and have fun, it's like that means something. There's something deep inside them that means something to them. So I think that when she's talking about it, it's like realizing that every person, each one of us, um, Jennifer's asking in their rawest form.
Like their truest
Yeah,
form, in
yeah,
their
their
most
truest form.
essential form.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of like the who they are at the core.
right.
There's something about, well, I'm going to take it back to a former relationship of mine. I was in a relationship for 2 years, and with this one person, this one guy, and he used to say I was like a dog, and I said, "What?"
Come again? Right. What you mean by that? Clarify.
And then he said, no, he said, because when he would come home, I was always really excited to see him. Like no matter what happened earlier, no matter what fight we got in, no matter what disagreement we had last night, he would come back and I would, be ready to make dinner and be like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you," and so excited. And he said I
Oh,
was
that's
like a
so cute.
dog. But it was, I guess that was kind of that authentic form of me that was coming at him in that moment, that just that pure, like, "I'm so excited to see you, I'm so happy you're here," and it's that dog wagging the tail. And I think each
Mm,
and every one of us has that quality. There's just this purest, like the thing that
mm,
makes us so deeply happy, and it's
right,
so simple. And she's asking you to notice that in your partner. And that's
right,
hard if you're mad at them, that's for sure.
right. I was
That's
just
hard to
thinking as you were
do.
saying that, and
Hmm.
I think that is so cute. And you are so that innocent girl. And I think that's okay. I'm going to go in a
That's
little
the
tangent
Hera.
here. It's
That's
the
the
Hera.
Hera in
But
me.
I think it's
Hmm.
like the goal of life
Yeah.
and of even doing this little Facebook podcast, doing anything that we do that's like
Hmm.
in the vein of transformation, and it's to get to be more of our innocent selves as a grown up, to get
Yeah,
to like to
that pure
be
self.
I mean, like, I think it's called the three transformations. It's Nietzsche. He says that we start off
Oh
in
yeah.
life as a camel, and the goal is to load up the camel with all the shoulds of being alive. And then if we load up properly enough, then we get to elevate to stage two, which is we become a lion whose job
Rawr.
is to slay the dragon thou shalt. So that's
Uh,
when we become like a rebellious
yeah.
teenager that's like, I'm not doing any of that, and I don't agree with that, and that's stupid. And I'm
No,
blah, blah, blah.
no, no.
No, no, no. Not gonna make me. You're not the boss of
Rawr.
me. And then if we do that if we do that well enough, then we get to graduate to the last stage, which is we become a baby. But we're
Not an
not like
elephant.
not an
I wanted
elephant.
to be an elephant, but that's all
You could
right.
be an
I'll be a
elephant
baby.
baby, but like a baby,
A baby
like to,
elephant.
I mean, everyone's shocked by it. It's a baby that is what we aspire to. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we aspire to come back to our innocence, like the innocence
Pureness.
that we had, like Benjamin Button. We're going backwards.
We're going
But
backwards.
we take all the wisdom that we've accrued, and instead of getting thicker and thicker and having more and more scar tissue and thicker masks, we want to let go and become more and more childlike.
So we
So
get better, not bitter.
that's what it's all about.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Hashtag on that one. Okay,
Yeah.
but here's Brene Brown. I don't know. I can't think of what the title of her latest book is. Somebody out there is watching. Lori Summer, I know you know Brene Brown. So if you can think of the title of her latest, I think it's Surviving the Wilderness or Braving the Wilderness. I think that's it. Anyway,
Yeah.
she talks about how when most people are angry at somebody, they are
Yeah.
thinking the worst of them. Like they're
Right.
imagining that that person hurt their feelings because
And
they
they're vilifying them.
diabolically, they vilify them. They've been
Hmm.
plotting their destruction and they are sinister. And it's like, no, 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 no. This is an innocent person that just screwed up. It's like they
Yeah,
were on
we
the
think
dance
that of
floor and
ours. Yeah, our
they
partners,
stepped
we
on your
think,
toes.
yeah, we think that about them. There's he's
Right. But it's
doing it
like
on
they like
purpose.
right. But it's
Right?
more like, oops, I stepped on your toes as we were dancing. Oops. It's like they didn't mean to, even if they broke your toe, it wasn't
With
deliberate.
a
It wasn't
stiletto.
intentional.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. See, there's a
Uh,
price that you pay. Exactly. But to think it's not intentional. Anyway, that's my thought on that one. But I
yeah.
think it's important to come back to seeing the innocence. Don't you? You do that well. You
That's
naturally do that.
I like a whole partnership thing, dating and stuff. I think it's fun. And I like to like celebrate the goodness in my partner, and notice it and be grateful for it and try to say you're really good at that, and recognize that thing,
Right.
if they're like good with numbers, you're really good at that. You're my number. Like I come to you like it's
Right.
just nice to have you around because then I don't need my calculator. I mean, just
Right.
whatever it is. It's just, it's like, pick a thing, but it's just something, or you're super logical. And I love it when, you can bring it down to a level where I may not go when I'm emotional, or there's something about, there's a beauty to that. And I like to pick those nuggets out, the golden nuggets that people bring to me, for
Mm-hmm.
sure, especially in a
Right.
relationship and stuff.
Right.
And you could do it with
Right.
your
And to keep
friends too, and with your family,
with
with
everybody and
anybody.
keep it in mind. And I think
Yeah.
especially like it's when you're in the middle of a rough patch to remember what's good about the other person and what's innocent about them, even
Yeah.
when things get a little funky. And that's one way to not just have a dream life, but to also make your dreams come true and to understand your dreams. Your dreams are also trying to bring you back to your innocence. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, you know what?
Anyway,
We got down and dreamy, and we've been on here for quite a while.
oh my God, but I have to show you something. As we got
You
down and
do?
dreamy, I have to show you
There's more?
something. Oh my God,
Okay.
Jesus, am I going
Oh,
to find this?
we're going through
So
Kelly's house. I'm sitting still. I
we're
can't.
going to my house. You're
It's bad
seeing
enough my
stuff.
hands holding up my phone. It's like, oh, whoa,
Oh
what
my gosh.
happened?
Okay, wait.
What?
Okay,
Did you
so
trip
as
over
we
a dog?
say, almost. So
She's got three
it's
dogs.
instead of namaste and namasko, this is for you, Nancy. I'm sending it to you. Namaste on the couch, and this relates to your dad.
Aw, no one stay on the
Oh,
couch. Oh my gosh,
namaste
that's
on the
on
couch. So
the
that's
couch. I
Jennifer
should have
sharing
that
that
mug.
dream was perfect. It is your mug. I got it for you. So,
Oh, really?
yay. Yes, I did.
Thank you. Thank you.
My sister Amber gave it to me. She said, I know you have somebody to give it to. I said, I'm going to give it to Nancy.
Because she loves it.
So,
Oh, Jennifer loves it. She gave us a heart. She loves that
awesome.
mug.
All right.
We need one. Everybody in our family, Jen, should have one of those mugs, every one of us, because it's namaste on the couch. Although I don't know that all my sisters love the couch like I do. I mean, I might have, you know how they say you can sit on the couch and there's a butt imprint from it? I have a couch imprint on my ass. It's like different. It's the opposite. There's a couch
That's
imprint back
hilarious.
there. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, honey.
I
Well,
said that.
we better get our booties on the
We
road.
better.
Those
Yeah.
booties with couch imprints on them. So, namaste on the couch and namasko.
Mwah.
Bye.
Okay,
How
bye
do I get off
everybody.
this crazy thing?
I'm gonna end it.